A reporter for BBC Panorama has spent 7 months undercover at a major police station in London to find out whether the Metropolitan Police Force has changed following a highly critical report into its culture more than 2 years ago. Rory Bibb got a job at Charing Cross Police Station and filmed some of what he witnessed during his time there. His footage reveals racism, officers bragging about the use of force and misogyny. As a result of his investigation, 11 people, most of them serving officers, are under investigation for potential gross misconduct. I must warn you that this report contains discriminatory and misogynistic language from the very start. Here is Emma Vardy.
The smile's a scum. Smile's ugly. Any person's the worst to deal with. God, we so lose our job right now.
This is an off-duty Metropolitan Police officer, PC Phil Nielsen, talking about some of the communities of London he polices.
And the ones that rape women, you do the and let them bleed out.
I've seen too many Islamics committing crimes. Their way of life is not the correct way of life.
And referring to cases he says he's dealt with.
Either put a bullet through his head or deport him.
Whether on or off duty, the behaviour of police officers is governed by rules laid out in law. They should not discriminate. But 2.5 years ago, an independent review concluded the Met was institutionally homophobic, misogynistic and racist. Panorama went undercover to find out if it had changed after whistleblowers provided evidence about Charing Cross.
Ring the buzzer if you need anything else, sir.
Our reporter Rory Bibb worked for 7 months at Charing Cross in a civilian role as a designated detention officer. He filmed evidence of racist attitudes and what appeared to be the mistreatment of people who'd been arrested.
He's got his boat right, he's just gone. And this guy's
PC Martin Borg is talking about this, where a sergeant can be seen on CCTV stomping down twice. The officers suggested the man tried to kick the sergeant first. He was being restrained at the time. Martin Borg, who was in the cell, joked about how he and his sergeant discussed what they'd write in their statements about the incident.
He tried to kick me as yesterday, so I was absolutely the sergeant. Absolutely sorry.
Whatever you say, sir.
It was like, thank you very much, mate.
We also filmed officers bragging about the use of force.
I love taking fingerprints by force because I'm like, give me your fingerprints. No, I'm going to break your fingers if you don't give them to me. And so we grab the other 2 fingers and you pull really hard and it snaps the tendon.
This officer describes how he dealt with a man wearing leg restraints in the back of a police van.
At the back of his legs, trying to get the drop to the floor to put him in. He's just smashing his head off the top. I was like, all right, fine. Never got a complaint.
We don't know if the officers actually hurt people or if it was just bravado. The Met insists its culture has changed, but our filming suggests some of its officers have not. They're just more careful about who they share their views with.
Who can I trust here?
Hey, how you going?
You new boy.
Someone new joins. Oh, no, God. You've got to figure them out, but the counter can't say.
Don't start hitting your head for being stupid. I don't care about you.
There were times Rory filmed officers at Charing Cross working professionally and with empathy, but he also spent many hours on duty seeing openly misogynistic behaviour.
I've got a lot of check too. That's the real one and then the fat one.
This was Rory's sergeant, Joe McElvenny. Here, the custody team are discussing a man accused of rape and domestic violence.
Yeah, she's pregnant, tried to kill a baby. It's in the stomach.
The man had been released on bail.
That's what she says.
Got a big footprint, I'm better than pregnant. Yeah.
His dismissive approach infuriates a female colleague.
The way you wear, yeah, that's what she says. Stand to her stomach when she's pregnant. Like, don't. I thought it's going to go down. But unfortunately, I can't. He's got stripes up the shoulder.
In other words, he doesn't believe her.
We showed our evidence to Sue Fish, once Chief Constable of Nottinghamshire Police.
Individuals like him have the power to make those sorts of decisions about my safety, other women's safety, And that is terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
After the BBC wrote to the Met detailing our evidence, the force said 8 officers from Charing Cross and 1 staff member had been suspended. Another 2 officers were removed from frontline duties. We contacted the individual officers identified in the programme. They've not responded. The Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, Sir Mark Rowley, told Panorama the behaviour outlined is disgraceful, and the Met has taken immediate and unprecedented action. He added much more needs to be done to tackle the individuals and cliques whose appalling behaviour continues to let down their colleagues and Londoners.
I saw a little dig in the back of the leg.
Rory was at times warned to be careful about what he said.
Don't talk us all into a big complaint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm new, I'm still learning.
Our investigation suggests that a toxic culture in the Met hasn't been eliminated. It's been driven underground. Emma Vardy, BBC News.